Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Why oh why did the XRP price plummet after the release of the Hinman documents? So, I'm sure a lot of you guys are really frustrated after the very anticlimactic price reaction ultimately from the release of the Hinman documents. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a short-term rally. I mean, when I recorded my video about the Hinman documents at that time, the price was pumping. So there was definitely a pump that did occur. It's just that it ultimately dropped dramatically afterwards. And I think a lot of people are saying, why did that occur? You know, why did that happen? Because I think a lot of people had high expectations. And so I thought I'd just give my 2 cents on this. And I just want to make this clear first and foremost. This is my opinion. I've got no inside information or anything like this, so nothing that I'm saying is actually a matter of fact. But I've seen a lot of stuff being in the crypto space. So I've kind of got used to seeing these kind of events where they've turned out to be anticlimactic. And so I've kind of got my idea of to how this all works at this point. I was here in the last bull run that occurred, and I've seen something similar like this before. So I just thought I'd give you guys some information just so you're aware of this and so you can maybe take this in and so you can kind of understand what this is all about. Okay, so this is my opinion. Why do I think that XRP didn't take off from the release of the Hinman documents? Because overall, I do think the Hinman documents were positive for XRP. Yes, there wasn't necessarily like a smoking gun in there, but I think it does just make SEC look bad. And while they may not be able to say legally they can prove that there was actual fraud that occurred, I think anybody with half a brain can put 2 and 2 together and say it's pretty clear that nefarious activity was going on. No one here needs to be saying that just because we can't factually show a payoff actually occurring. I think we can all clearly see exactly what's actually happening. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out exactly what went on with Ethereum paying off the SEC to give them a free pass. So, have you ever heard of the saying, buy the rumor, sell the news? That's a very common thing that you hear in crypto. And it means exactly what it says. And what this is basically when you've got like an event or something big that's coming out, or just some kind of rumor that's meant to be occurring, people buy the rumor. So in this instance, it's okay, the Hinman documents are coming out, and if you remember, you were seeing the price surging up until the release of the Hinman documents, right? Price was slowly rising, getting higher, getting higher. And then the news came out, and remember, the price did go up. It wasn't like a thing where the Hinman documents came out and the price immediately dumped. That's not what occurred. What happened was the price did rally, and then shortly after, that's when it started to plummet. Okay? And that's the point. That's the sell the news point, right? Now, there was a video that was done by an XRP YouTuber called lambo, okay? And he did a video saying that there was a huge surge in XRP accounts that were being created with over $1 million of value in them. This is people opening up accounts, buying millions of dollars worth of XRP. That surged, okay? And this is the problem. When you've got whales who have that kind of money to be able to put into the market, they don't need to see huge price jumps to be able to gain good wealth. They don't, because they're putting in so much money. So it takes a lot less risk for them to make profit. The price doesn't have to jump. You've got people out here who may have, like, you know, let's just say 1,000 XRP or 5,000 XRP. And if they want to get the life-changing wealth, obviously they've got to look for the higher numbers. They've got to look for XRP to be going up into like the $10, the $100, etc., right? But for these people who have like millions of dollars to put in, or $1 million, for them, if the price goes up a few percent, the amount of money they can make just from that kind of increase is still going to be ridiculous because I've put so much money in. And that's what I really think this is about. And also, just to add on to this, XRP does still follow the rest of the crypto market, mainly Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the leader in this space. Regardless of whether we think it's any good technology-wise, it still is the leader in the market. It is the OG. It's the original. So the market generally follows Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin also dropped. So that's going to have a knock-on effect for XRP, along with all of the other cryptocurrencies. Okay? So adding in these two factors, I just think this is just a simple situation of people buying the rumor, hearing that the Hinman documents were coming out, people buying in, putting in a lot of money, seeing a decent amount of a pump, and then selling, getting a decent amount of profit with the money that they've put in. All it takes is a little 2-3% jump. If you've got the right amount of money involved, it's going to be good for you. You're going to make a good amount of money. So I think that's really what this is all about. I think people just make the money. And this is the other thing, yeah. You've also got like the average retail investors, right? And the problem with them is they're very emotional and very reactive. And the thing is, when you go on Twitter, the audience and commentators that you get on there, you can get a mixed bag. You'll get people who obviously are overly positive about the Hinman documents, but you can also get the people who aren't so positive. And don't get me wrong, there were people who were basically brushing the Hinman documents off as nothing. And if the average retail investors see that kind of thing, they may have got nervous and thought, hey, these have not really turned out to be as great as what we thought. The thing is, I think a lot of people thought the Hinman documents was going to be the thing that would help them just 100% win the lawsuit hands down. And unfortunately, that's not the case. I mean, I think it's going to help them personally. I really do, because I just think the SEC look very corrupt in this circumstance. So I do ultimately think it is going to help them, and it will definitely help them with their fair notice defense. But it wasn't like there was something in there where you can say, okay, hands down now, Ripple have won this. But I think we all should have known that realistically, because if that was the case, wouldn't Ripple have won the lawsuit already? We wouldn't have needed to see the documents for ourselves, because Judge Torres would have seen these documents and say, hey, this is blatantly corrupt. You've got something here that shows you're in the wrong. So yeah, you're not going to win this lawsuit. So I think we all should have known that there wasn't going to be something in there that was that clear for Ripple to win hands down. But it definitely doesn't look good for the SEC. And I think this might show why Judge Torres has given Ripple a lot of legal victories, because I think she does see that the SEC are being corrupt. And Judge Netburn also was giving the SEC, she was giving them a lot of stick. She wasn't holding back. She made it clear that she didn't like the way they were going on. So maybe they seen these things and they do agree with what we're all thinking from what we've seen, that this doesn't look good. So I think overall, this isn't a concern. This isn't, it's over for XRP, or XRP will never be able to get to great heights. I don't think it means anything like that at all, to be honest. If anything, all I would say with this, personally, is that think about it like this, okay? These documents have not, unfortunately, given us everything that we needed to win the lawsuit. So it's still open right now. But just imagine a scenario where the lawsuit is actually over. And let's just say it is positive for XRP. In terms of Ripple, maybe they do get a fine. Yeah, we've always said this. There's no guarantee Ripple gets out of this completely unscathed. It's possible that they do get a fine. So let's say that's the case, but there's clarity for the secondary markets, which is us as XRP holders. That's it. We're done. The lawsuit is over. We're sorted. We've got the information that we need. We've got the clarity that we need. XRP is now the only cryptocurrency that has legal clarity. The only cryptocurrency. Can you imagine what that's going to do? And that's not buy the rumor, sell the news, because the news is positive. It's official. They've won. XRP has got the legal clarity. So now it's the only cryptocurrency that has legal clarity. That's a completely different ballgame. I can't see how that wouldn't rally the price. And that's what I think we need at this point. I think we just need the end clarity. So I don't think it's going to be a thing where if we do get this victory, the price is just going to have a short spike and then dump. I do think it will have a little bit of an impact where the price may not just completely skyrocket up completely. There probably will be a bit of a drop simply because as the price is going up, people are going to want to take profits, right? Let's just say we see XRP start flying to, let's just hypothetically say $2-3, right? Let's just say it's starting to get to the all-time high kind of areas and stuff. People are going to be wanting to take profits. There's people who've been holding XRP for years. They're going to be wanting to take profits. So this is going to have some kind of effect. Of course, people selling. But it's the continued hype that will continue to make it rise throughout overall. So I don't think it will just crater the way it has now. I think it'll be a short dip, and I think the momentum will then continue to go up because it will continue to get social media presence, people talking about it. It'll get mainstream media coverage. The average person will be hearing about Ripple and XRP. You can just imagine the mania, people having FOMO and wanting to buy XRP. It's going to be the only cryptocurrency that has legal clarity. All these factors coming into play. Then institutions can now come in because if they was waiting on the sidelines, just waiting for the verdict before they wanted to get involved with Ripple, that's now cleared. All these things, I can't see how that wouldn't drive the price up for XRP overall. So, this is my opinion and my thoughts. Nothing to worry about if you ask me. I get it. I know you might be frustrated. I get it. But look, we're almost at the end of this, right? We're just waiting for a decision. We've waited this long. What a bit longer at this point. If we get the decision that we're hoping for and what we expect, the day is coming. The day is coming. So we just got to sit tight for a bit longer. Okay? But that's my thoughts. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with this? Have you guys experienced anything like this before with buy the rumor, sell the news? Or do you not agree? Do you think that this is just showing XRP to not be a great cryptocurrency and you don't think it's going to go to any great all-time highs? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.